got his arms up, tried to get out of the way, but no harm, no foul. But some of those plays create a little tough time in the defensive zone.
Calvert with a good hit there on Seidenberg, who goes back at the Jackets winger. Kept in by Savard. Svedberg's got it, and he will hold on. Trying to walk away from David Savard, who's lost his stick. Chara had it briefly. Couldn't hang on. A right wing feed and played here by Johansson. Ryan Johansson with a shot right on. The stop by Svedberg.
Or the last time Lamoriello was on the bench as a coach was when Claude Julien was dismissed from the New Jersey Devils. So interesting news out of there. It'll be...
Bruins chipping off the wall. It'll only be temporary for Lamoriello, though, he says. Scott Stevens will control the defense. Oates the forwards. Marchand drops it back. Shot from the wing. There's McElhinney. Gets a chance to feel the puck. Hamilton lets one fly. It's blocked. Jackets come away. Hartnell to center. Rink wide. Picked up here by Johansson for the right wing boards. He promised he'd shoot, and he surprised Svedberg there.
A few steps away, so he would have had a skate out there by himself.
Ryan Murray also was out there. Here, Ryan Murray, the Jackets score from the wing. Scott Hartnell, welcome back. The backhander finds its way behind Svedberg, and that's a bit of a surprise.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you throw the puck on net. And it starts from a shot from the point. Watch this. Hartnell makes this great cross-ice pass. Connaughton makes no mistake. But who gets the puck back? Scott Hartnell. And it comes off his pass, so really assisted on his own goal. Connaughton to the net. Hartnell with the backhand shot. Just kind of throws it in there. That's not a shot you work on. It's almost like a directional play to the net. Hartnell, Dubinsky doing...
Hartnell returns with his 7th goal of the season. As he returns to the Jackets lineup, I guess that finger's not bothering him too bad.
Well, he didn't get a lot on that shot, but just a great mindset.
Oh, Bergeron the other way, and he ties it up.
And that's a response from the Boston Bruins. That's the next shift out. That's a big shift after your team scores. Just to
1
get out there,
seconds later.
try to keep the momentum. But this line, watch this. Big play up the ice. Little confusion. Good support by Bergeron. And you see two. Tried to get Bergeron to go down that right lane. And Bergeron did fight. Boy, that was an impressive play.
The goal by Hartnell, assisted by Connaughton and Dubinsky. Bergeron's goal assisted by Riley Smith. We're tied 1-1. Jack Johnson with a shot that is blocked. Foligno along that right wing. A move by Soderberg out. Takes it there from Eriksson. Eriksson now looks in front. Hamilton, the shot, the rebound just trickled wide. Here's Bergeron across the line. Bergeron sends one wide of the net. Marchand in pursuit. Loose puck in front. Krug. Oh, nice. Outstanding glove stop there. Rimmed around the boards. Up high. Kept in by Bartkowski. Dubinsky had it knocked away. Cunningham. Lucic in front for Cunningham, who tried to go forehand, backhand. His comment after the morning skate here today. Got the phone call last night to be ready and likely would start here in place of Bobrovsky, who's ill tonight. Oh, boy, that one fought off. That one kind of bounced and was a bit of a knuckler. And McElhinney danced in the blue paint to stop that one.
It's big rebounds, and that's only going to help the Blue Jackets with Ryan Johansson shooting the puck.
Here, Wennberg, a quick shot, fought off there by Svedberg, and this time he manages to hang on. The assist originally credited to Dubinsky has been taken away, while on the Bergeron goal, an assist added to Chara. Redirected it into the net. Hartnell again. It's 2-1.
And the goalie Svedberg is chatting with the ref. He thought he might have been interfered with.
A discussion going on right now amongst the officials.
Here we take a look at it as the officials talk. Hartnell in front. No, that was his own player. Dougie Hamilton clipped his own goaltender. Hartnell goes to the dirty area. He knows where to, not even close to interfering with the goalie. You can see the argument. He did get bumped, but he didn't see that it was his own.
Excited to be back in the Jackets lineup. David Savard has joined the rush. Another rebound, and Morin scores! Well, we told you that Svedberg has difficulty, but hold on, no goal.
Here, watch the left pad of Svedberg. Watch it here. Crossbar, left pad. It gets stuck right in the back of that padding, and he feels it.
It's off to the right. That's Svedberg. Jackets win the draw. This is Connaughton walking the line. And scores! His third point of the night. This one a blistering shot from the point. Connaughton connects, and it's 3-1.
And just a great heads-off play off a face-off win. Brandon Dubinsky wins a face-off, goes back to Connaughton. Watch this. Great traffic in front. Watch what Dubinsky does after the face-off. Good teammate help by Calvert. Dubinsky's in front. Morin's in front. That draws two Boston Bruins defensemen. And here comes Tuukka Rask. And that's tipped in front by Morin.
Battles comes to the point. That's Chara. Chara trying to send it to the net. Skilly steps in front of that one. Away from Bergeron. Sends it out of the zone. And Marchand to pick up the puck.
Gotta love that play by Jack Skilly getting in front of the shot. Zdeno Chara. And I know McElhinney, the guy who just stopped the puck and got bumped.
Tuski on to Johansson. Hartnell already with a pair tonight. And his return after missing 5 games. A shot at the goal! Power play goal by the Jackets. It's 4-1. And did Scotty Hartnell, was he the one that was able to put it behind? Well, let's get a look at it. The scramble in front, nonetheless, the power play goal, and the Jackets lead by 3.
Nick Foligno's in front of the net. Watch this play by Jack Johnson. Wow, we've seen Foligno score like that. Right position, right time, and it's a great heads-up pass by Ryan Johansson. Jack Johnson, beautiful job of corralling that pass off the skate to his stick, and then finding Nick Foligno, who makes no mistake.
Remains out there, and now he'll head to the bench here. Wrap around the tap, the shot, and Rask got a piece of that one. Matt Calvert from point-blank range. Jackets look for the wraparound.
Just seeing Jack Skilly go down the tunnel after taking that errant pass. Errant dump, actually, in the back of the head.
In front, McElhinney, the puck is loose. Jackets defend, and McElhinney pulls the puck back with that goal stick and holds on. After Foligno got a piece of it shorthanded. Bruins deal it back to the point. Lucic hands it here to Krug. Krug with a shot. McElhinney sees it through that big wall in front. Eriksson gets it back from Bergeron. Far circle. The shot. Hugging that far post and holding on as Curtis McElhinney gets a tap of the pads from Jack Johnson. Speeds into the zone. Calvert throws it in front, and Krug is able to send it to the right wing boards. Touch pass there. Dubinsky for Matt Calvert. Hit there by Krejci along. Fights off the check. Finishing his check. Those two continue to battle. Meantime, Seidenberg in off the point. Rimmed around the wall, backing up. Seidenberg is Campbell. Redirected and into the net. The Campbell shot from the point ricocheted right in front and then redirected by McElhinney. The Bruins had cut the deficit to 2.
And now it's a nice tip by Cunningham. Watch the play here. Low to high. Bruins get to the front of the net, and there's a battle in front. And that's Savard as he kind of stumbles off of Cunningham. That gives Cunningham a tiny bit of space. Watch this. Savard's on Cunningham's back. Stumbles off. 61 gets the tip. It actually goes off of Jack Johnson, too. A good deflection in front of the net.
A little more than a minute left.
That was a pretty firm collision.
Oh, there's collisions all over the ice right now. Seidenberg, less than a minute to go here.
Another run at Lucic. That's Calvert.
Here in front, shot at the goal! Matt Calvert, hard work pays off. It's 5-2.
Well, Matt Calvert takes a run at Lucic. It comes off. That hit finds the puck and finds himself in the middle of the ice alone. As you see him taking not fists but elbows down the line because his wrist is still sore. Doesn't look sore here. Puts it right over Rask's glove. And watch this. Hits Lucic. Finds the puck as Dubinsky ties up. Big momentum swing for the Jackets. But here to start this third period, you want to see them sharpen things up. It's the Bruins, Jeff. Sorry, as you know.
Coming in, there's a shot. McElhinney the stop. Rebound, chopped wide of the net. Took a number, and that much to the light of the crowd. Kevin Konotny's got his first three-point game tonight. A goal and 2 assists. Up high Wisniewski. There is Tuukka Rask to make the stop.
But hits it on the short side. Keeps the play on that side to have another opportunity.
Rask with a rebound. Morin hustles to it. Morin hanging on. Fire, scores! What a shot and what a goal! It's 6-2.
Let's take a look at this one. Jeremy Morin, a couple of head fakes. Great play again by Jack Johnson. This play's been on this side of the ice since he took that shot. Morin, couple of head fakes, selling pass. Haven't looked back since then.
They have chased Svedberg from the net. Nicholas Svedberg replaced here after the 4th goal. Jackets. And the puck there to Corey Kropp. Hartnell. Pair of goals here. Long shot. Savard. And Rask fights off the deflection. And on the left wing, Kropp. Of course, they picked up another big free agent, Thomas Vanek, who looking to pick up his game. Jackets now throw it to the point. Wisniewski lets one fly. Tuukka Rask the stop, covering up the rebound. 2 down to 1. The Blue Jackets win. And how about this? Todd Richards, his 100th career win with the Blue Jackets.